You have to always make your environment exactly how you know that it will make you productive. For example, I came here to this house for a whole entire week, and I didn't have what I usually have, my desk with my stuff. And this house didn't have any desks. So I found this table that it was right behind the couch on the entry. It's a big table right here. It's like an entry table, but it's a big one. And I decided to put it in my room. And I was like going to see, all right, we'll see how many days we stay. But in the meantime, I want to see how it changes my dynamic at work. How do I work? Because I own a business with my husband, and I also have my YouTube channel that I am very excited to grow and to share my stories, and to also share things that help me. And so I brought the desk in, and since then I haven't want I haven't been wanting to be outside of it, because I feel like I created such a frequency, such an energy, a dynamic. I have a candle on, I have my journals, I have my checklist, I have everything I need literally to thrive. And what did I do? I just made it very obvious, and I try to keep it very clear and organized. Sometimes it goes all over the place, but you have to make your environment with something that is very obvious, a place for you, a place with the things that you value the most. Prioritize in your environment what is a priority for you. For me, my priority is my business, my journaling, my YouTube channel. So I have my camera here, my computer, I have my ring light, I have all of my journals right next to me. And it's the place that I want to spend the most time in. And I know I'm like closed in a room, but I just feel really good, because I feel like I'm heading exactly where I want to be, and I feel like I'm doing the things that I want to be doing. But in order for you to become very productive at something, you have to make it very obvious, and you have to make it comfortable for you too. Now, I used to have an all room place, like where my room is like my bed, my room is like everything. I have my desk and I work from my room. I don't recommend that the most, because for years I did that, but I will always just like find the bed many times of the day as something comfortable, and I will go, and sometimes I say I'm going to read, which I do, I read, but I ended up either wanting to fall asleep, and then I grab my phone and I start scrolling, which is something that I don't want to fall into it, but that's what happens when you have everything in one room and you have a little bit of trouble controlling your habits, or like mostly it's the way you feel. If you feel tired, you're gonna go to bed exactly to relax. And being in this desk, it comes with a chair that is more like, it doesn't have a thing to lean back, so it kind of makes me tired sometimes to be on my back on a good posture all day, and sometimes I find myself in a really like bad posture. So what I want to do is go and lay down. But at my home, I have my own office. My husband has his own office, and we are very far away from the bed, and so we will only go if we really need to take a nap, which I recommend everybody to always prioritize a good sleep. No matter what, just listen to your body, because it's your body who is doing most of the work besides your mind and the things that you want to project in life. So if you were looking to be more productive, I would recommend you to always have your desk also like clear, and only keep on the desk the things that you use. For example, so many times I keep my makeup in the bathroom, and it makes me like not want to go all the way to the bathroom and get it. I know. I tend to assume that things are going to be like more energy, more time, and I don't want to do that. So I keep it very obvious close by, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta record a video. Boom, I grab my makeup bag and I just do my makeup right away, because I like it. And makeup is like an expression for a lot of women, and I love it. So what I try to do is do that. I even have my vitamins. This is not sponsored, but I even have my vitamins on my desk, so that I know exactly what I want. I make sure I have water. I make sure I have everything that I'm using here. I make sure that it's charged, like my headphones. So I make sure that my headphones are charged, my AirPods, and whenever I want to focus, I literally put on my AirPods and this on, and bye. It's quite a game. I put on some rainy music. If you like to listen to rainy music, or like just rain, it literally helps me being so much more focused in what I want to do. Sometimes I'm in meetings, and during the meeting I put a raining video in the background for me to focus and feel like I'm in such a frequency. But yeah, you have to make it like comfortable for you. You have to make it obvious and something that you enjoy doing from wherever you are. And so my husband and I are people that like to travel, and we travel a lot. We are actually having a trip tomorrow. We're going to Albuquerque, and I'm going to be at our grandma's house, and I'm going to have to do the same thing I did here. But something that I regret being here is not doing this earlier when I first arrived. Because the first 2-3 days, I was literally struggling with productivity, because I used to have a different desk very close to where my husband's once is. And whenever he wanted to record his videos, I couldn't record mine. We were on meetings and I needed to be muted. He needed to be muted whenever I needed to talk. And I'm like, this is not working. It's making me uncomfortable. And so I try to find the solutions for me to find what is like making me productive. And you can do exactly the same thing for yourself. You should always look for things that make you productive and make your space a space where you are going to feel productive in. So that's the only thing that I regretted by being here, not doing that earlier. Just making my desk, making my environment an environment where I will feel more propense to be productive. And now the days are, I'm going to be traveling, and I feel like I'm going to miss this system. I'm going to miss the environment that I created for myself, because I was able to feel so productive. Whenever you have like something like this, that for days you have seen results, you have felt so productive, you notice your own progress. And you notice how good you feel when you're productive. And so for me now, it's like, I don't want to leave this, because I felt like I was just getting my momentum into my productivity. And at the same time, it's like, I just really like how I vibe here. But I'm very adaptable. I can adapt at any place, at any country, anywhere I go. I always try to find to adapt myself in, and I make the room super beautiful. Even coming here, I brought like lights. I have like lit lights to make my room a place where I feel cozy, where I feel good. I like seeing a place that looks good, because our eyes are the filter of our soul, and what we see can also affect the way we feel and our energies and our frequencies. That's how I see it. That's how I think about it. So I try to make it a very nice, comfortable place that feels so good. And I even want to take a photo of how this looks, because I feel really good with what I created. And use your creativity, be creative. You never know where it's going to take you, your creativity and your willingness to wanting to be productive and do the things that you know to do the best. But that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you really liked this video. I invite you to download my free guide down below in the description, to leave a comment, a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, I invite you to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.